Dr. Somnath, welcome to the Ranveer Show.
Dr. Somnath.
This was Chief Mr. Somnath.
We have achieved 4, 3, soft landing 2, 1, on the moon, 0. India is on the moon.
Is ISRO thinking of a space tourism project?
We have a vision till 2047 now to send human beings to moon.
Do you think our planet is visited by extraterrestrials?
Absolutely no doubt about it. There are aliens out in the universe.
You're the chairperson of ISRO, sir.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they will treat you like a earthworm.
I have to bring up a slightly current affairs topic next, which is Sunita Williams, ma'am.
Astronaut Sunita Williams will be spending more time in space.
Is there anything that we can do at ISRO in India?
The only possibilities are
Especially when it comes to Chandrayaan 3, everyone's so full of celebratory emotions. Like, what have we learned about the moon through the Chandrayaan 3?
many things.
There's a little tiny part of me that feels like ISRO has some very, very important projects that are kept secret away from the public eye for good reason.
Believe that and continue.
What kind of conversations happen about Elon Musk within ISRO?
Look at him, what he is doing in his rockets, in his reusability, in the new spacecrafts he is designing.
But if you were in a room with him, what would the conversation be like between you two?
So what is his vision to move human beings to exosolar planets? I'll ask him straight.
Exosolar planets.
Yes, the planets belonging to another star.
Would you be open to it, teaming up with Elon Musk?
Why not? Definitely.
Does NASA share that data with other space agencies?
Nobody shares data with anyone.
But there is things that America probably knows about Mars that India doesn't right now.
Of course they will.
And there's things India knows about the moon that America doesn't.
In my opinion, there could be something, yes.
Wow. Okay. In your whole career, like, what's the strangest thing that you learned about outer space?
We all know that universe is expanding. What we are talking to each other, there is a light coming out of our face. If it has a way to escape through a small window in this room and go into space, our image will be going into the space. Even after we are dead and gone, the light that came out of us will be still traveling in the universe, and anybody looks at that light will be able to see us living, talking to each other.
This is one of the most iconic moments in my own career because we have one of the icons of modern day India, Dr. S. Somnath, the chairperson of ISRO, who also overlooked the Chandrayaan 3 mission that we all celebrated last year. In order to mark the success of the Chandrayaan 3, 23rd August, every single year will be celebrated as National Space Day. So on the first annual National Space Day celebration, we are going to be celebrating ISRO and speaking in detail about the multiple missions like the Gaganyaan mission, the Adityayaan mission, the Shukrayaan mission, and many other aspects of modern day space tech. If you're someone who enjoys conversations about outer space, about our solar system, about aliens, about black holes, and about everything that our country is up to in the world of space tech, this is going to be one of the most memorable conversations and one of the most iconic podcasts you'll ever listen to. That's a promise, because it's Dr. S. Somnath on TRS. Dr. Somnath, welcome to the Ranveer Show.
Thank you so much.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
How's it like being on your first podcast, I think?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just begin by telling you how much the whole country respects you guys? I usually reserve this part of my podcast for the end of the conversation, but I have to begin today's podcast by saluting you.
Thank
I
you so
feel
much.
You guys...
It's a great honor to listen from you.
No, sir. Genuinely, there's too much respect we all feel for you. Like, it's the honor of our lives as a team also to be at ISRO speaking to the chairman. So, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much once again.
How's life generally at this phase?
No, at this phase now, after having worked for so many years in space, it's all space technology, activities here, engaging with a lot of the stakeholders. All that day in and day out.
Okay. Is there any element of stress in your life?
Of course, stress is an integral part of it. And the whole question is how you manage it.
Because, see, when we get good news from ISRO
Yeah.
On the news, the whole country explodes with celebration. For example, now, August 23rd, It's going to be National Space Day.
Yes.
That's the impact of ISRO for our country. I can't imagine what it's like for all of you here in terms of when before Chandrayaan 3 happened as an event. What was the mood like here before the final result came through?
No, everybody was expecting that this time we are going to make it, but there is always skepticism in such things. No, whether have you done enough? Suppose it happens to not able to make it this time, what will be the consequence of it? Now, many people are worried, but then the whole job of giving confidence to people, but the confidence shall not be based on any false narrative. It has to be on factual things that you have done, what possible things that can be done, and we have done enough. So this measure of quantification, justice to the whole work that I had to do.
Have you ever watched a movie called Chak De India
Oh, yes.
with Shah Rukh Khan?
Yes.
You know, in the end, when the team wins the championship,
Yeah,
and there's that scene of them celebrating.
All of them celebrating, yes.
When Chandrayaan 3 happened, that was the meme that went viral. That was the rest of India.
Yeah, of course. And you would have seen it, all of them rejoicing on that day, when it landed softly on the moon.
Yeah, it was a huge day for our country.
Yeah.
But was it similar for you? Were you also going through something like what Shah Rukh Khan went through internally?
Of course, internally, I was not without any words at that time. It was difficult, but I was posing. You have to swallow that moment, enjoy that moment, and that's what I was precisely doing. Not really showing it outwardly. Yes.
Not showing it outwardly.
Yeah. You would have watched me in the TV that I was not showing it at all.
But I mean, internally, behind the scenes, away from cameras, were you showing it?
No. I never
Nothing.
show overjoy or sadness at all in any time.
What did you do that night when you were sleeping?
I was happily sleeping.
There was no celebration?
No celebration. So, see, many a times people watched ISRO, always wondered. So, some foreigners who came to launch satellites, they asked me, what do you do for recreation? More work? So, you can understand that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Because I think everyone who works here is genuinely passionate about space.
Precisely. So, it's not work that we are doing. We are enjoying the time that we spend here,
That's the key to mega success.
of course.
And mega success is also noticed by other mega successful people like Elon Musk.
He's also an inspiration for us.
Really?
Yes, really. Yes.
Let's talk about this, sir.
Yeah, of course.
What kind of conversations happen about Elon Musk within ISRO?
And most of the time when I meetings or any other place, we discuss designs, concepts, we quote Elon Musk. My younger people quote, I quote. Why don't you look at him, what he is doing in his rockets, in his reusability, the new spacecrafts he is designing, the concept of constellations, the technology that he's bringing in. We are amazed by the speed that which he is able to bring, and also the way in which he is able to go through the processes within the country. That's again another important thing. He's not just doing technology. He's also able to bring the technology to a ultimate result. That's a very tough thing. For many people don't understand the technology and the politics of applying technology.
The politics of applying technology.
Yes.
Wow. Are you comfortable elaborating a
Yes,
little
of
bit on
course
that?
I am. See, he had a vision to get a reusable launch vehicle. He was able to manage to get an engine which was developed by NASA. Almost 10 years of money, 10 years of work, he was able to get in a private ecosystem. That was difficult in America at one point in time. He managed it within the system, possibly through a political influence. And after having realized the reusable rocket, possibly he has looked at it as a numbers. Hundreds of launches are available. And for which satellite he can use it. Then he created the Starlink constellation. Okay, thousands of satellites he was able to launch, and most of the launches are for him alone. And today we know how he is utilizing the satellites. And these satellites are not used just for communication purpose. It is used for the national utilization, global communication, where the entire US is now dependent on it. So he made an approach, a concept, and made it into the nation. So this can be done only by a person who understands the system, how the country works, how the decisions are taken, who are the influential people, who drives all the system. So he works with the political system, he works with the government, he works with the technologists, he works with the engineers.
Got it.
So that's really amazing.
What I love about him is he has his inner child alive along with everything that you're saying about all the technicalities. the people skills required to move